thanks again, John, for joining us and participating in our film. We were talking earlier in the house about kind of the nature of creativity and your will to imagine and create and stuff. And just kind of curious to maybe talk a little about that.
Well, I think, I think the force that created us is expressing itself through our existence. I don't believe that a musical idea starts in your brain. I believe it starts at a place before that we don't have any direct contact with. And I believe that everything that we do, everything that we create is nature expressing itself the same way that when a flower grows out of the ground or a tree grows out of the ground, it's nature expressing itself. And you might say that the tree is expressing itself by the way its branches move out, but it's the force that drives nature. The tree is the visible thing that appears to our senses, but I don't at all believe it's the source of why everything is perpetuated all the time, And music it's an ineffable thing that I don't think words can really do any good to really give us any true understanding of. We are able to make contact with that current, or that the creative force of the universe, or the source, or God, or whatever you want to call it. We're able to sort of connect with the intelligence of this by learning a musical language, learning a musical instrument, learning how to identify a sound and a feeling, and to be able to learn how to gradually express that feeling through an instrument. I feel like it's not just the idea of somebody considering themselves responsible for a piece of music is ridiculous. We're only acting into the laws of nature that have given us the possibilities that we're exploring with the intelligence that we've been given. You have something like the frequency spectrum from low to high. That's what we're working with. That's here whether we're here or not. It exists as part of the structure of physical reality, and our brains are learning to interact with it through learning an instrument, or through using our voice in a certain way. But the possibilities are presented in this kind of invisible, silent way. They're just there. Sound, the laws of acoustics are what they are. The frequency spectrum is what it is. The 12 note to the octave scale was just something waiting to be discovered, which was already a mathematical possibility before, what's his name? Can't remember his name. Pythagoras. Pythagoras thought of it, and so it's. Yeah, I just believe these things. Bob Moog said it in that documentary. You guys, it's not so much that he was inventing something as much as it was there waiting to be invented, and it was just up to somebody to discover it. And it's that way with any piece of music. I think it's been the big lie that's been perpetuated ever since the star-making machine of Hollywood started. The star-making machine of Hollywood has perpetuated a lie that the image is the thing, and that the thing responsible for a great actor or a great musician, it's just been continued by the music business, is they get this idea into the public's head that it's the physical image of the person and the name of the person that is responsible for the creation of what they do. And that's not what creates it. What creates it is the imagination, and the thing that makes it possible for one person to be in the right place at the right time in their life to create the things that they know, things that appear to be disadvantages somehow in the complex network of the universe's intelligence end up working towards making this perfection. I really don't believe that somebody would do it with some kind of a perfect life. And this is just all stuff that can't be explained. Nobody understands how, you know, why it is that results in it. But it's not because Jimi Hendrix looked the way he looked. It's not because Jimi Hendrix danced the way he danced, or because his name was fucking Jimi Hendrix. It's like these things are just meaningless. Yet the way the business has used these media tools has perpetuated this idea that what's important is that he's the greatest guitarist ever. He's Jimi Hendrix. And there's his picture. That's him. And it's like, you know, the only real picture of him is his music. You know, the only thing that we should be like putting up on a pedestal is the works of somebody's imagination